Hello everyone and welcome back to the only series out there that combines the stories of Magic the Gathering with the physical cards you can win. I'm Simon and this is a special, frightening Friday Night Lore. In tonight's spooky edition of FNL, in celebration of the Halloween season, let's take a look at a Planeswalker who's the stuff of nightmares. In this case, I mean that quite literally. This is the story of Ashiok, the Nightmare Weaver. Little is actually known about this mysterious Planeswalker. Even little details like its species and gender are unknown, let alone its origin. The enigma of Ashiok comes from this Planeswalker's appearance, which leaves us few features to go off of. Ashiok has long, slender fingers with long, talon-like claws for fingernails. The bottom half of Ashiok's head is normal human, but the top half consists of two large black horns made of some rough, rocky substance, but framing nothing. There's no upper face, no head, no eyes, or nose. There's only black smoke emanating from where the mouth and upper lip end. This black smoke whirls around Ashiok's head, swirling down in a wider radius around the body. Almost as mysterious as the Planeswalker's origin is its power. Ashiok is capable of reaching into the dreams and fears that dwell inside others. With this magic, it can summon creatures born of people's darkest fears, call them into reality and give them physical form. From what we know, this has to be some kind of powerful illusion spell, similar to those of the Mind Mage, Jace. Ashiok seems to have some sense of justice, or at least believes in the idea of equality, for it uses these powers to fear those who view themselves as untouchable and superior. This Planeswalker realizes that all sentient beings feel fear, and so fear is the great equalizer in the multiverse. Over the years, however, this magic has taken a toll on Ashiok's body. This unnatural power is what twisted the Planeswalker's physical appearance. Its ethereal form is akin to the dark nightmare magic it wields, while also allowing easy access to a victim's dreams. Like dreams, Ashiok bends the spectrum of what's real and what's not. Continuing the mystery that is this Planeswalker, only Ashiok knows what its desires and goals are. Many in the multiverse believe that it's on the search for the grand nightmare, the perfect embodiment of fear. With this design, Ashiok could unlock true universal fear, a symbol capable of bringing terror to all, no matter the species or the plane. In this search, Ashiok eventually found itself on the plane of Theros and recognized that dreams on this world seemed more vibrant, more powerful than those on other planes. These dreams were strong because of the power devotion and belief has on Theros. Devotion is a type of magic specific to Theros. It harnesses the beliefs of the citizenry and fuels the gods of the plane. The people's devotion and belief in the gods is what gives the Pantheon all its powers. However, unlike the gods, Ashiok isn't seeking to become the object of belief. Instead, it seeks the darker side of belief, the smoke and screams that waft from the cold corners of nightmares. Ashiok knows that if fond thoughts of the gods have power, then the dark phantom spawned of fearing that god holds even more. Where there is belief, there is doubt, and where there is doubt, there is a nightmare. And the world of Theros is a world full of believers. Its plans are really unknown to us, but at some point Ashiok struck a bargain with the god of lies and deceit, Phanex. These two powerful figures in fact have a lot in common, which is why they both seemed able to work together. Phanex charged Ashiok with destroying the human polis of Arites. This human temple had been at conflict with the local Leonin of the area, and it would be this tension that Ashiok would look to exploit. She took the form of a high-ranking advisor to the Arites king, and contacted the leaders of the Leonin tribe. It was time to talk peace between the two factions. When the meeting occurred, however, Ashiok unleashed hellish and nightmarish creatures that attacked members of both parties. Each side accused the other of betrayal, and a large battle ensued. The Leonin would eventually retaliate for this supposed ambush, killing every last member of the Eurytus Polis, leaving Phalanx free to move forward with his plans. And what did a god want with this Polis, you may ask? Well, to make it a necropolis for the Returned, of course. Phoenix had gathered thousands of Returned, the undead who found their way out of the underworld, and this former polis would serve as a great place to store them. Although this was merely a small cog in Phoenix's grander schemes, he was pleased by Ashiok's work and was willing to grant the Planeswalker its desires. Ashiok simply asked to be made hidden to the eyes of the gods, so that it may conduct its work free of the interfering hand of the Pantheon. Phalanx loved this request, so fiendish, while laughing menacingly, the god granted Ashiok its wish. As a test, Ashiok invaded the dreams of many from the gods' polises. These disturbing thoughts twisted the devotion and beliefs of the people, resulting in a warped representation of a new god, Cacophony, god of cities. This newborn god was quickly slain by another in the Pantheon, Ephara, but she was unable to locate the creator of Cacophony. Ashiok was satisfied and continued with its plans. No one knows for sure what those plans are, only that the nightmares continue to besiege the citizens of Theros. Powerful mages seem to be the most affected, having their nightmares chase them as they slept, casting them out of their homes and cities. All throughout, Ashiok is waiting, biding its time and gathering power for the grandest spell, whose intent and effect is still unknown. There seems to be but one other Planeswalker capable of stopping Ashiok, a thief by the name of Dak Fayden. Dak Fayden has obtained a strange and magical gauntlet that brings him dreams of pure power. But as those dreams bring him to Theros, they may turn to nightmares. Ashiok's story is far from over, and if we ever return to Theros, I'm sure we'll discover more about this mysterious Planeswalker and its plans. But for now, my friends, that's the story so far for Ashiok Nightmare Weaver. As with all my Friday Night Lore episodes, I'll be giving away a copy of Ashiok Nightmare Weaver to one lucky viewer. To enter for your chance to win this card, all you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel and leave a comment on this video. Of course, with this FNL, I also have this week's Patreon weekly winner. Congrats to Kenny Hong. You've won 2 packs of Battle for Zendikar. To enter yourself in these weekly Patreon-specific giveaways, check out my Patreon page here or in the description below. Being a patron means more than winning random stuff. I mean, that's always nice, but you also get cool stuff from me every month, and a say in the topics I go over on the channel. Friday Night Lore and all my giveaways are brought to you by my sponsors over at abugames.com. abugames.com is a leading online store for all things Magic the Gathering, and I really recommend you guys checking them out. In any case, guys, if you enjoyed the video, consider hitting that like button and sharing it with your friends. It goes a long way in supporting future content. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.